Often many video game Easter eggs can be found in just 1 or 2 steps, and it may be as easy as walking into a room, pulling a lever, breaking down a specific wall, hitting a sequence of buttons, or perhaps no clipping out of bounds to find something interesting. But then there are the elaborate and well hidden secrets that might require undertaking an extraordinary amount of complicated and complex steps, require pulling off challenging moves, solving puzzles, working as a team, or require finding activation points that are tucked away so well that many players will never know they even existed. And today, and with the help of the brilliant Oddheader, we're going to check out some of the most elaborate, complex and well hidden secrets that you can find in video games.
Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom is a side-scrolling puzzle adventure which was released back on the 4th of December 2018 and is a follow-up to the fantastic Wonder Boy series. The game follows the story of Jin, who discovers his uncle has been mysteriously spreading magic across the land and turning everyone into animals, but with the help of 5 different creatures that Jin can unlock and transform into. This allows him to navigate the levels and solve the many mysteries and puzzles that lay in front of him. However, there is one puzzle that's incredibly elaborate, rather difficult to solve, and the game gives you no hints whatsoever in order to complete it. You see, at the center of the village of Lupia, there is a well that's been blocked up by a court, and it would appear that there's no way to open it. And even after completing a game a time you might expect it to be open, it will still be stuck. But by revealing these complex series of steps, you can finally pop the cork and reveal the secrets inside. The first step is to locate and activate the 5 well-hidden switches throughout the village by utilizing your different animal forms. This in turn reveals a special dial on the tower that has to be moved a specific number of turns and in different directions. Once you have this solved, the cork will eventually pop and now you can head inside, only to discover another puzzle involving 5 braziers that had to be lit in a specific order, which is solved by using the pig form to reveal a hidden clock, then by using the line to carefully track the movements of the clock out in the village. After completing this series of ridiculous steps, a door below will open, revealing a secret room sporting a jukebox and a strange console laying on the floor that will beam you to a rather bizarre Easter egg. And we would like to say a special thank you to YouTuber GamerZone87 for allowing us to use his footage throughout the entire segment.
Our next game is Braid, a 2008 puzzle platform title that was created by Jonathan Blow and follows the journey of Tim, who's off to rescue the princess. Anyway, the game actually has an extremely well hidden secret ending that requires you to discover 8 secret stars, which Jonathan Blow went to crazy lengths to hide from you. Now, we're not going to spoil the ending, but what we are going to do is give you a snapshot into finding a few of the stars, what's involved, and why you more than likely never discovered any of them. The first one is located in World 2, Level 2, and requires entering from Stage 3, because if you unlock the gate at the beginning of the level, you'll not be able to reach the star, which involves using this cloud at the end of the stage, which is actually moving incredibly slowly. So slowly, in fact, that it will take up to 2 hours to reach the other side, where you can then hop onto it and collect your first reward. Another star involves utilising puzzle pieces, while the rest require some serious thinking. And to give us one such example, here is YouTuber Adam Grease, who is very kind in providing this upcoming footage, which he recorded back in 2009.
First, what you need to do is jump on 2 of these guys to get the key up onto this platform here. Then what you'll do is run off the right side and then back to the left to get the key to stay up there. And now what you need to do is get one of the time immune guys up there to carry the key further to the left. So you have to get him to bounce on your head twice, then rewind yourself to get yourself back up there. Now you're going to do this little trick that involves grabbing the key without killing him or yourself. Unlock the door, hit the switch, run to the right. Now what you're going to do is rewind yourself to get the key back down to the lower platform, let him grab it, fast forward yourself back up to the upper platform, across the locked door, because you don't have the key anymore, so that's the only way to get over there, and get the wall back open so you can get the time immune guy through there with the key.
Yuru. Ages Beyond Myst. Next, we're taking a look at Scion World's 2003 puzzle adventure Uru Ages Beyond Myst, a title that is actually home to many secrets, but none of which stand up to the giant hidden literal Easter egg, which if you manage to discover will in turn help send you on your way towards unlocking an incredibly elaborate secret. But before you can even think about hunting for this Easter egg, you first have to complete the entire game and have the Denis expansion pack installed. Once these two steps have been completed, you must then head to Bevan, where you can locate 3 buttons on a bridge that had to be pressed in a certain order to unlock a door which will reveal the giant Easter egg. Though just when you think that's done and dusted, if you happen to look around the 5 separate rooms surrounding the egg, you will discover 5 pieces of paper bearing secret messages which have been written using a Caesar cipher. Upon solving each piece of paper, they will direct you to complete 7 special steps in 7 different locations, which must be completed in the correct order and involve wearing a specific piece of clothing, standing on a specific spot where a stone rises, standing on a certain panel, turning off a glowing platform, turning off a light, traveling to the Eder Chemo to get your life source, and going through the journey door, and finally by heading to the desert in the rain and entering the symbol around the panel. The puzzle is now complete. Then if you head out into the desert and happen to look in the small pipe which protrudes from the remains of the Riven telescope, here you'll be treated to an image of the Scion employees. But that was not all, as by exiting this image and backing up a bit and taking a running jump over this large piece of metal next to the telescope, there is a chance you could clear the fence, giving you the ability to explore the out-of-bounds region of the map, where to the northwest of your position you can discover Zandy's trailer way out in the distance, and even get to take control of it once you get close to it.
Just a couple of days after Remedy Entertainment released Control, players had already discovered an Easter egg in the form of a clever piece of backmasking hidden away in the song Take Control, which plays while you battle your way through the ashtray maze. As by listening to it backwards you will hear 3 secret messages and what appear to be clues to finding some sort of special prize. However, after a year, the mystery was still yet to be solved, but players speculated the clues might have something to do with the upcoming DLC, and they were right, as once the Ore DLC arrived, and just a few weeks ago, it would be Jedi Outcast over on Reddit who would finally crack the secret, as by taking on the Dark Places mission, which takes you through the investigation sector, it is when you arrive at the Eagle Limited Ore area that you will encounter Hartman, and who will eventually disappear into this shifting segment, and where you can find the first of 2 secret areas. The first of which leads to a room and what appears to be a dead end, and a radio that will once again play Take Control. But if you happen to smash this next wall down, then you will reveal a second secret area sporting a large diamond, and that was hinted within the clues, leading the way to a special clock where the numbers mentioned within the song must be entered. After doing so, the floor will open up and you can jump down onto a pillar star, fly across to the red room, pull a cord, and finally collect your reward, which happens to be the aerobics mod and an effect that allows you to recover health by utilising the evade ability. One of the more complicated and more involved Easter eggs on the list has to be the Moon Easter egg in Call of Duty Black Ops, which originally had to be completed with 2 to 4 players, but since the release of the remastered version which arrived with Black Ops 3, solo players can also now tackle what is a very busy and challenging secret to crack, which if you didn't already know, results in the Earth being blown up. Though before that can happen, players must tackle around 20 different steps, which include turning on the power, dealing with wave after wave of zombies, playing Samantha Says and equivalent to Simon Says, hacking, gathering up parts, gathering up specific weapons at the right time, uncovering a secret artifact that has to be manoeuvred to a specific location, gathering up zombie souls, playing more Samantha Says, carrying out more ridiculous tasks, and finally using the Gersh next to these computers where the Easter egg will now activate.
Payday 2. Out of all the Easter eggs and secrets shown today, the Payday 2 secret ending is definitely the most complex out of all of them, and will definitely take way more time to complete than any of the others as well. The first steps required to achieve this secret actually seems relatively straightforward and just includes gathering up to 3 chests, the obsidian plate, and a medallion, which can all be located on specific heights. After gathering up these materials, the medallion can be used to unlock the chest to reveal a bunch of components that will allow you to build this device. Moving on from that, the next step is to play these specific notes on Scarface's piano.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Which in turn will allow you to interact with the device you just built and will reveal a bunch of symbols appearing on the plate below. These need to be translated and will reveal a riddle to solve, but in total there are 20 different riddles to figure out, and these will correspond to 20 different Steam achievements that all need to be undertaken in order to continue. Once that's out of the way, the secret requires 4 players to take to the White House heist, and as long as all 4 players have carried out the required Steam achievements, you can then take down this painting, blow up the wall, and enter a secret passage leading to a lift. Which at this point you would probably think, I've done it. I have finally finished solving the secret. But instead you will now find yourself in front of the gigantic door, sporting 4 more riddles that had to be solved, and is looking like something straight out of the film Stargate. And to take us through just some of the steps involved in solving the last part, here is YouTuber General McBadass, who was also extremely kind in providing us all of the footage to this quite unbelievable secret.
After you've interacted with the door, it will look like this. There are 4 rings of symbols. The outermost ring is the ring with the riddle. You'll need to translate this, or at least a part of this. The inner 3 rings are how you answer the riddle. There are a sequence of symbols that you need to line up correctly to input the correct answer. Your answer needs to be spelled out inside this small section here. Now, as you've probably noticed while walking in, there are 4 levers for you to interact with. The upper right lever will move the top and middle sections of the answer rings. The bottom right lever will move only the middle answer ring. The bottom left lever will move the bottom and the middle answer rings. And the upper left lever will register your answer. Don't press this one until you have the correct answer already in place. After you've completed your 4th riddle, the door should open, and from here on out, it's really straightforward. There are a few more objectives and you need to take care of some story stuff, but from here on out, there's no more tricks or anything really confusing. Just enjoy the ride.
Well, we really hope you enjoyed our episode today, and a special thank you goes out to Oddheader for his fantastic narrations, input and help. And don't forget to subscribe to both me and Odd so that you don't miss out on all our future content and our collaborations. Also stay tuned for the pre-orders of these Odd plushies on Makeship, available October 22nd.